All right, so what you're gonna wanna do now is find the highest points of the cover, meaning where your mooring poles are gonna rest underneath the cover. You're gonna wanna simply go and draw an X where that pole is resting, because that's gonna be where you're gonna install your boat vent. Because all that heat and moisture under here is gonna rise up to the peaks, so that's exactly where you wanna place those boat vents to make sure that it can escape out. So now that we've marked our cover where the boat vent's gonna go, what we wanna do now is actually cut out the circle. What we can do is we have two options to actually cut the circle. What we have here is the circle cutter, which cuts an exact hole for either the boat vent 2 or the boat vent 3. So for a boat vent 3, it's a 2 3/4. For a boat vent 2, it's 2 1/4. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take the plexiglass sheet that we send with every circle cutter and stick that underneath where you're gonna be cutting the hole to protect whatever surface you're cutting on. You're gonna line the circle cutter up so it's right in the center of your X, and then you just wanna press and do a clockwise rotation once over, maybe twice if you're not sure if you got it all. Take our piece of canvas off. We're ready to install our boat vent. So your other option is to cut it out with scissors. So to do this, we make it really easy for you and we send you a template. It gives you 9 steps to lay it out. And then what we also have done is we send you a template that you can cut out yourself to put on your actual canvas to make sure you stencil the perfect circle for your boat vent. We've already cut one out here. So we're just gonna place that right in the center of our X. I'm going to take my white marker here and just trace around that circle. So now that we got our circle drawn onto the canvas, what you're going to want to do is actually pinch the center and make a nice size slit for yourself, and this is how you're going to get your cut started. So now that we got our hole, what we're going to want to do is take the hood of the boat vent. Since we used a boat vent 3 here, it's a 2 3/4 hole. And you're going to want to put the hood facing on the top of the canvas. What you're going to do is make sure the canvas is off the threads and well seated into the boat vent. So then once you're confident you're good to go, you grab the washer with the spikes. And this guy is what's actually be doing the gripping. So you're going to want to make sure that lines up with the lock and just press that into the boat cover. And then hold it down with your hand. Get the bottom washer, which you'll actually see here on the washer. It says bottom. That's the face that's going to be facing out of the boat vent. So that's what you're actually going to see looking underneath the cover. And then you're just going to want to screw that on and get it really tight. You want to make sure those teeth are puncturing the canvas and are getting a really strong hold on the vent. All right, so now that we've flipped it over, you can see here the boat vent 3 installed in the canvas. And what you're gonna want to check is just see that there's a nice wave in between the washers. And what that means is that the canvas has actually been pushed up into the tongue and groove, which we've specifically designed to make sure you get maximum hold with the boat vent. And even just for a little bit of insurance, you can actually tug on it and see that that canvas isn't going anywhere. So this guy's ready to get back on the boat.